Hey guys, Joe Tech here from Joe Tech Tips. We're on Facebook and Twitter. Got it right this time. Today we're going to discuss finding the right solid state drive for your laptop. Now, you have desktops and laptops, and there are two different solid state drives per device. Not everybody knows this, but I'm going to educate you today and tell you how. We'll be right back. Okay, I have a couple of drives here. I have a Samsung drive here, OCZ, and a PNY. And you what do I have over here? You have ADATA. I have ADATA over here. I got drives all over the place. But which one should I stick in the laptop? Now, that's a good question. Now, believe it or not, the current draw on each solid state drive is different from drive to drive. So just to give you an example, meaning the total current draw is very important for longevity in terms of how long the battery will last on a laptop. So just to give you an example, I have a Samsung drive here. Now, I would put a Samsung drive in a desktop any day of the week. But for a laptop, probably not, because it draws substantially a lot more current than this OCZ. Granted, this is only a 60 gig drive and this is a 256 gig drive, but believe it or not, it does matter. Just to give you an example, this is 5 volts at 1.4 amps. So just real quick, if you wanted to do some calculations, well, quick calculations that is, if you take the voltage and you times it by the current, will give you the watts. So this Samsung drive draws 7 watts of power just to run. That's a lot. That's way more than a mechanical drive, which is ridiculous. So if you stuck this drive in a laptop, you would get worse battery performance than if you had a mechanical. Granted, the performance is bar none. You blink and you missed it type of thing in terms of booting up and stuff, but that's a lot. Now, for argument's sake, this OCZ does 5 volts at 0.35 amps. Okay, so it's 5 times 0.35, and this only draws 1.75 watts. Far cry from the 7. So that's impressive. And then there's other drives too, but my absolute favorite drive of all time is the ADATA SP920. It takes it's not even a watt. I'm going to show you a picture of it on the screen now of the actual current draw of it. That's the only one I use for laptops. Only one. Maybe the SP550, but the SP920, ADATA SP920 is the absolute best drive. Best. And when you see these numbers, you're going to go, what? That's impossible. But believe it or not, Intel does this as well. Intel drives are very, very known for low power requirements as well. They're focused on that just in general. So it must be the controller in the Samsung that just eats up power like no tomorrow. But that's how they get the performance out of it. I mean, 550 megs a second read and write, that's pretty impressive. You know, it may be slightly slower on a couple of these other drives, but you know, you're going to really notice a difference between 550 and 480. Maybe, maybe not. Depends if you're copying files. Like food for thought. Now here we go. This is a PNY drive. This particular drive does a half an amp. So this is 5 times 0.5 equals. So this drive takes 2.5 watts to operate. So this takes 1.75, 2.5 watts, and 7 So which one would you stick in your laptop? Not this one. Probably this one. This is only 60 gig though, but it's just an example. So I just want to educate you guys. When you look through the specifications online, make sure you look for power requirements on the drive, and they all have it. I'll show you a picture of it. Newegg is very popular for that, of listing all the information, but it's only if the manufacturer gives it to Newegg to actually advertise. But it's important, because if you're thinking that you're going to get better runtime because you're throwing in a Samsung Evo 850, you're rudely mistaken. Because that's not going to happen. You'll get worse runtime out of this drive than you do in anything else. The ADATA SP920 is the way to go. Now, I've done lots and lots and lots of research on this topic. I'm really into it, and runtime on any laptop, doesn't even matter what it is. You can have an old machine like a Dell 5500, which I have. I have a beast over here that I absolutely love, but my mechanical drive, throwing in a solid-state drive, I increased it from 4 hours of runtime, or because I have an extended battery on it, to like 8 to 12, depending on, you know, how I use it, the brightness and stuff like that. But that's big jump, and you'll notice it too. Even on MacBooks, doesn't matter what machine it is. Everything. The less power you use, the better off it'll be. So anyway, if you like this video, guys, give me a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Take care, and we'll see you next time.